Welcome to Repco Muscle Garage. Proudly brought to you by Repco. It starts with the parts. Mount Shop, undercar specialists. Meguiar's, people who love cars love Meguiar's. And Rislone, high-performance additives for high-performance vehicles. In this episode, we head back to Repco Beach Hop 2020. Thanks to Meguiar's, we kick off the weekend in Whangamata, awaiting the onslaught of vehicles that will make up the Grand Parade, which transforms into the Meguiar's Main Street Car Show. The Repco Beach Hop team jumped into action with the change of date and have pulled off one of the biggest so far.
Absolutely amazing. Hard to believe that we're here. And you know, long time between March and November, and we had to do a lot of changes to the festival. Had to try and remember what we were going to do back in March. It's like, oh, that's right. How are we going to do that? So it's been amazing. Really happy with how things have gone. A few little glitches here and there. We can blame that on the COVID bug though.
The weather's turned on again for the Saturday, and pretty windy yesterday, but other than that, really good and great turnout again as well. Plenty of cars, plenty of people. So we're going to have a great turnout today, I'm sure. We do the Meguiar's Main Street parade every beach hop, so same again this year. Park up in the main street here, and yeah, so we get a good display here. We've got our setup behind us, selling product today. Obviously with COVID and that's put a bit of a delay on things, but say better late than never. And great to be here and seeing all the cars. Everyone's turned up, so it hasn't put anyone off. Yeah, so great turnout, and so even though with the COVID, it's still fantastic. We supply the paint every year for the giveaway cars, and this year the paint for the tea bucket, which someone could win. So yeah, and then obviously all the Meguiar's prize packs as well for the entrance, etc. and so on. We've got the new ceramic range there on display, and we've been selling plenty of that. So we've still been selling plenty this week, and we had a great turnout in Whitianga and Waihi and Onimana yesterday. So yeah, we've been going really good. Ceramics are very hard wearing coating. It's a sealant, a very hard wearing coating, very thin, but water beads like crazy, like hydrophobic technology like you've never seen before. Great on its own, but it's really good when it's used over the top of all the existing waxes or sealants that we have as a finish coat. It just gives it that extra protection and hard and long wearing.
This year has seen some of the biggest numbers so far for the popular festival, and with the weather clearing for the weekend, Noddy and the Repco Beach Hop crew could finally exhale and relax, knowing that all their hard work had been worth it.
Wow, I haven't seen Whangamata packed like that ever, I don't think. So during the day, behind the scenes, Andrew and I, my partner, we get on our scooters and we ride around, just how we get around. But we take the outskirts, and we were amazed. We've never seen cars parked on streets that far from the main street. So yeah, it was a biggie. Tens of thousands of people here.
The week's been good. Yes, it's got stronger and stronger as the week's gone along. Wednesday was a bit dicey with the weather in Waihi, but everyone turned up there with the cars and the crowd, and then from there to Whitianga on Thursday was great. Then on to Onimana on Friday was another fantastic day. And then yesterday was outstanding with the amount of people here in Whangamata. I've done this now 7 years. It'd be the best event that I've seen on a Saturday for a crowd-wise. We sort of moved from March to November and you wondered how it would go, but yeah, no, they've pulled off a great event. And for the 20th anniversary, with, as you say, with COVID and whatnot, it's been an outstanding effort and great to see everyone here with their cars. We're pretty lucky in New Zealand, and to get supported by the public and people, yeah, it's fantastic. For Repco, it's been great. I mean, once again, we like to be brand named out there, and yes, we just love the event, and we'll be here for years to come.
Today it's Sunday, the last day of Repco Beach Hop 20, and we're at the Classic Cover Nostalgia Fair, and just about to wind up the 5 days of the festival. Wednesday we're a little low at Waihi because of the weather, but I tell you, I think we smashed out of the park. Like Whitianga on Thursday was about the same, a little bit more than last year. Onimana on Friday was the best ever. The weather, the cars, everything flowed. We had every car parked within an hour and a half of leaving. The atmosphere was just electric.
The top car prize for this year's Repco Beach Hop was Lisa Sawyer and her 1930 Ford Model A coupe.
Oh, I'm just absolutely blown away. It's just shaking so much, just don't know what to say. I'm lost for words. Unbelievable, so stoked, absolutely stoked. Well, with lockdown, I had the car sitting in the shed and couldn't use it because it wasn't legal. And then finally got it on all road legal in June, and then yeah, had a few things to finish off and get sorted on it. And Street Rod Nationals, got in top 10 hot rods, and then took out top hot rod, which just blew my mind. And now this, and All USA Day before that as well. Obviously there was top hot rod for that, and People's Choice. So getting a bit of stick about how popular it is. It's starting to sink in that people obviously really like it. It's just real clean lines, nice sharp. You know, the diamonds make it pop, and the Marilyn Monroe obviously is just, you know, a real attraction to it. So yeah, just loving it. Yeah, we love it. Just love everything about it. Love the whole dressing up, love the whole atmosphere of it, the cruising, everything. The cars, it's just awesome. And neat to see so many really cool cars this year as well. I just can't believe, you know, that my car has come as one above them, because there are some stunning cars, just absolutely stunning. I'm just blown away with how many people were here. It's just awesome. I didn't expect to, you know, for it to be this full on, but it still is. It's like it's never happened. It's amazing. I love Beach Hop, absolutely love it. We come here every year. It's normally our wedding anniversary in March, so we come here without the kids, and much to their disgust, but we just love it. You know, great people. We, you know, have great time with everyone, catching out with everyone and cruising around in the cars, and it's just a great atmosphere. It's just nothing like it. It's awesome.
Advanced protection of hybrid ceramic.
Whoa.
Now in 3 easy-to-use products. In original spray wax, now as a liquid wax, and a spray detailer. Meguiar's hybrid ceramic family with advanced SiO2 technology. Meguiar's, ceramic made easy.
Rislone has been in engines almost as long as engines have been in cars. Why? Because from then until now, there's never been a perfectly clean fuel. This means every time you fill up, you're adding pollutants and contaminants to your fuel system. Rislone Fuel Injector Cleaner can cure those woes and help save your engine. Rislone Fuel Injector Cleaner adds an upper cylinder lubricant, providing double the cleaning power out of the same bottle. We know something about aging well, so when we say it's your engine's fountain of youth under a screw top, you can count on it. Rislone is the original engine tune-up, available at participating stores near you.
Welcome back to Muscle Garage. Now, thanks to Mount Shop, we catch up with Clinton Wheeler and his rear find.
2 years ago I was definitely looking for something, and I managed to stumble across the FJ van. Not just a van, a windowless van. It doesn't get much rarer than that. I knew the guy Mad Mike in Rangiora, and I knew he had it, and I knew he didn't want to part with it, but I just had to wave some money in front of his face, and yeah, and that was mine. I wasn't actually really looking for an FJ, I was looking for something unique and unusual, and then I just started, you know, looking online and overseas and Aussie and this and that, and then I just remembered one day I was at work, and I just remembered, hey, I know where there's an FJ panel van, and I know. So I tracked him down. I found him, his old username on Trade Me, and I found Mike in Rangiora, and it's been 2 years now, and we've been keeping in touch all the time, and he's helped me out immensely with parts and all that. So yeah, it's good. Well, I've had the van 2 years, so 18 months it's taken to build. When we got it, it was just a shell. It needed inner outer sills, no floor. I couldn't even figure out. We put the dummy floor in, and I'm like, something's missing here. Oh yeah, it's a cross member. It's quite important. So I'm like, after the cross member, I'm like, really? Where am I going to get one of these? They all rust. So anyway, I got onto the Facebook FJ sites in Aussie, said I wanted one. This guy had a new old stock one, still wrapped up in the 1966 newspaper, Australian paper, $450. He posted it to me, bang, sweet, saved a ton of headaches. The favourite feature of the FJ for me obviously the grill. That's just an FJ grill. Most people like that. I like the big bum. It's got a big curvy bum. Look at it. It's beautiful. Look at those back guards. You know, it's a miniature Chevy van, isn't it? Really. You know. So I just like the FJ, and so do the people. The people love it. You know. The favourite part, like every build, is actually getting it legal, and legal with the original black plates, which is awesome. That's the best part ever. When you're done and you can drive it, you know, you're happy as. That's just a 138 out of an EK, and with twin carvies, and it's got Aussie speed spares, speed equipment, I guess you call it, just attached to it nicely, you know. So I wanted to keep it a kind of a period 50s, 60s hot rod. I call it a stock custom, because I could easily take that back to stock, no problem, pretty simple. But at the moment, with the accessories and the white walls and the red wheels, it's kind of a bit custom-y, you know, but not over the top. That's what I was after, just something subtle, but that catches your eye. Apparently, People's Choice yesterday at Beach Hop picked up a top 5 out of 1,200 cars, which is pretty impressive for a Holden. There's a lot of mean cars, a lot of big ticket items here, you know, and for an old Holden to do well, I think that just tugs on people's heartstrings, you know, the Kiwis and the Aussies. A lot of people have had FJs, old Holdens. Holden's gone, you know, I've just saved another one, you know, so now, you know, that's going to last another 50 years. Someone else will rebuild it maybe, you know, then. I like them because they are, again, they're a Kiwi icon, you know, and that's all I could afford was Holdens, you know, but now Holdens are too expensive to play with. It's probably cheaper to work on American cars, to be honest. You know, to rebuild a 138 engine, you're looking at 8K, you could buy a brand new 350 for a lot less. So it's just the parts are hard to find, they don't make everything, you know, it's just, yeah, expensive hobby. I try and get to the beach shop every time, and I always bring a car, and this year I just thought, well, I had to, you know, COVID and all that, and had got the FJ finished. G'day. Got the FJ finished, and it was just time to bring it down and showcase it to everyone down here. Yeah. Paint's just a pastel 2K, and it's De Beer. I've done did my EH in De Beer, and all my old Holdens in De Beer except for the candy one. So yeah, that I might have to say thanks to WPC for supplying me the paint for this van, which is awesome of them, fantastic. And my mate Goose painted it, as he paints all my cars, otherwise he'll get the sack. So he's a top bloke. It was actually a friend of mine had his car painted that colour, and I just saw it and I thought straight away, that's the colour for my van. And his car and my car should never be together, I hope. In different lights it can look green, it can look grey, it can look blue. It's an unusual colour. It's a V-dub colour, and I just really like it. It just suits that whole body style with all the curves. It just looks awesome, and I had so many people comment on the colour. It was awesome. So, well, I suppose it's the end of the week really. I've been down here since Tuesday. It's now Sunday. I'll be looking forward to going home. I need some clean clothes. See my little girls. And hey, top 5, I mean, you know, out of 1,200 cars, you know, that's fantastic. Yeah, happy as.
Well, that's it for another Repco Beach Hop. With the next one returning to its regular calendar slot at the end of March, we don't have to wait long for another dose of New Zealand muscle and hot rod culture.
4 months, but we're all ready because it's so close. It's the opposite of what we've had. It's been 18 months, more than 18 months since we had Repco Beach Hop 19. This one's only 4 months away, so we're all fresh, we're all ready. All the plans, traffic management plans, all our plans are all there, they're all current. Our giveaway car, the 56 pink T-Bird, is on its way. Talking to Harley Davidson before, they're going to go even bigger and better next year. And we're looking for a retro caravan as well. We're going to grease theme next year. So the caravan will be grease lightning, and the pink Thunderbird ties up because in Grease, the movie, the girls' gang was called the Pink Ladies, and Danny and the boys' gang were called the T-Birds. So put them together, that's what our car is for next year. I'm really proud of the 20 years of work that our crew have put into this. It's not a one-man band. I mean, I couldn't do this without the support of the committee and the volunteers that just basically will do anything we ask them to do, within reason. No, they're an amazing bunch of people, and it's a well-oiled machine, you know. I put a text out to our crew last night saying, you know, we've got a world-class team here, we run a world-class event. We're just really proud of New Zealand because, you know, we did what we were told to do. We, you know, social distance, we stayed at home under lockdown, didn't moan too much. Funny story was, when we postponed in March, cars weren't ready. But people had lockdown to work on their cars and get them certified and complied, so we were bombarded with people that says, hey, our car's going to be ready in November, can we come? We were all tired from COVID. We are, you know, it takes it out of you, it takes a toll on you. But to come here and see so many smiley faces, I think this is what New Zealand needed.
Also, keep an eye out for NZV8's Beach Hop Annual and grab a copy for a ton more great Repco Beach Hop action. Right, thanks to Rislone, we're off to meet the man behind the Kumeu Classic Car and Hot Rod Festival. Its promoter, Ken Galvin, has been involved since day dot. The massive 2-day festival starting life as a humble club event under the National Street Rod Association banner.
Started out with like hot rods and stuff like that, then into cruisers. It's a participants event. If you like cars, it just come along. We usually get about 5,000 cars there, Commodores all the way through to Falcons and hot rods, and we don't really know who's coming. All we do is we just put it in place and open up the gates and do the paperwork, and everybody that comes, it's their event, so they look after it pretty good. It's just a car cultural thing.
A car culture that's very proud of its uniquely West Auckland atmosphere.
Totally. It's the whole West Auckland thing. We're actually quite a laid-back sort of group of people. The guys that come to Kumeu and camp all the weekend, it's their event. And what they're doing is they're taking ownership of it as well. So they've got that attitude, and it's very laid back. It's just evolved that way because it's them that have evolved it, and all the participants have made it that way. So it is pretty different, and it won't change. It's pretty different because you just don't know what's going to happen.
With its 27th birthday rolling around in January, the festival these days is just that, a festival. With live music, a food hall, trade stands and the swap meet, not to mention the NZ Strongman competition, Miss Kumeu, a beard competition, and the National Barbecue competition, all in the lineup. Yep, there's something there for everyone. But with thousands of cars and bikes on display, there's little doubt of the headline act. These days, steering the Kumeu ship is very much a family deal for the Galvins. It's not one without its challenges or curveballs either. The requirements around health and safety, traffic management, and waste have grown as rapidly as the festival itself. The relaxed show atmosphere hides a lot of work and cost behind the scenes, at times leaving Ken and Desma wondering what sort of monster they've created.
Yes, every day we do it. We don't sleep, it's just like full on. But I would do it all again tomorrow. Hot rodding's given me a good life, and I'd like to give it back to them how I think hot rodding should be. Hot rodding is a car thing. It's actually turned into I didn't see my mate there last year, and they actually own their own plot of land now. And it's like, but I was there last year, and that's the sort of thing that we're struggling with sometimes. Even to the point where somebody rang up the other day and says, oh, my tree's gone. Where's my tree gone? We're going, really? It's like, it's a good thing. It's a really good thing. It's really positive that these car guys are like bringing more and more cars into the country, and it's great. What else is there you're going to do? You can play rugby and all that, break your knee or something like that, but then you can go and buy a car. Every car owner is proud of what he's got. They might be lawyers or doctors or whatever. All New Zealanders, I think, are all Westies when they've got cars. So it's the New Zealand way.
Make sure you head along to the 27th Kumeu Classic Car and Hot Rod Festival when it rolls into the Kumeu Showgrounds on the 18th and 19th of January. Thanks to our sponsors, we have this amazing prize pack to give away, including this Repco 27-inch tool chest and trolley and a complete Meguiar's and Rislone car care pack. With a total prize value of over $2,000, there's no excuse not to enter. Just go to themotorhood.com and follow the Repco Muscle Garage link on the homepage. Good luck, everyone. Muscle Garage was proudly brought to you by Repco. It starts with the parts. Mount Shop, undercar specialists. Meguiar's, people who love cars love Meguiar's. And Rislone, high performance additives for high performance vehicles.